Hey, it's Darren. Hey, I want to come outside today and do this video review of my latest article called Your 401k and Union Dues, and non-union dues. You'll find on my Facebook page, also on the official UAW Local 2250.net website. And the article came about as a result of a recent comment to a post regarding retirement benefits on the official Facebook page. And the person asked, what did they get for their union dues? And that's a legitimate question. What do you get for your union dues? Right? In this case, we're talking about retirement benefits. So are people in a union more or less likely to have retirement benefits? Go ahead and ignore that car going by back there. Anyway, the AFL-CIO.org has data on pension plans. Who has them, who doesn't, on their website, AFL-CIO.org. And 54% of members in a union have a guaranteed pension plan. Only 8% of people, workers, not in a union, have a guaranteed pension plan. So as a general rule, it's better to be in a union, but specifically, let's talk about the UAW GM agreement and where we're at with that. Traditional members have a guaranteed pension and retiree health care, right? As of 30 years of service, they receive both those hard-earned benefits. Deserve every penny of it. Tier 2 and in progression folks like myself and the vast majority of current active UAW members, our benefits have been evolving since 2008 or so. And the biggest jump was in the recent 2023 agreement. And let's look at that real quickly. You can see it right here. The 2023 UAW GM National Agreement stipulates the company will contribute an amount equivalent to 10% of straight time wages to these members' 401k plan. There is no requirement for the member to contribute any portion of their take-home pay to obtain a match from the company. So none. Now, a lot of pension plans, or 401ks, in unions and most of them without, require the employee, the worker, to put in a certain amount, then the company will chip in a little bit too. The agreement, the 23 contract, is not like that. They put in 10% of your straight time wages, whether you put in a penny or not. So let's look at those numbers and see what those would be for this year, right? We just had a raise. So let's look at this. The base wage as of September 15th, 2025 is now $38.07 with a COLA adjustment of $1.10 per hour added, for a total of $39.17 per hour. So let's add these numbers real quick, a little bit of math. $39.17 times 40 is $1,566.80 per week. We're going to times that by 10%, and $156.68 is the 401k contribution from the company to you per week. Take that by 4 weeks, and we end up with $626.72 contribution per month from the company into your 401k without you contributing a penny. So there's the gross number. Now it's the macro number. Let's look at what the union dues cost them, right? That's the question. What are you getting for your union dues? Let's run them. $39.17 times 2.5 straight time hours is $97.92 per month. So we're going to subtract that $97.92 from the $626.72 that the company puts in. $528.80 per month after union dues. After union dues, you have $528.80 more in your 401k just from the company's putting it on top of your paycheck. That's the answer to the member's question. What do they get for their union dues? In this case, $528.80 per month. Pretty good, right? But if you weren't in a union, what would you get? All right, let's see what we have here. On top of that, the latest data reveals only 56% of workers have a 401k. But we're going to run those numbers with a common program. Something like the company will contribute 50% of the first 6% an employee contributes. In other words, if you have the money to put in 6% to your 401, that's out of your check. They'll help you out and give you another 3%. So let's run those numbers. A little bit of math here. $39.17 per hour by 40 hours is $1,566.80 per week, times 3%, So weekly, they're going to put in $47 into your 401k. Times that 47 by 4 weeks, and your employer would be putting in $188 per month into your 401k. That's not bad, right? Not bad at all. But what's the difference between the UAW plan and that of the non-union worker? Let's take a look. The UAW GM 401k monthly contribution would be $626.72. Then subtract the union dues of $97.92, and you get the monthly contribution after dues of $528.80. Now we're going to subtract what the normal, the average 401k for non-union worker is of $188 contributed by the company after the employee puts in 6%. And the 401k union advantage is $340.80 per month. $340.80 per month for a union worker. It's almost, well, it is. It's over $4,000 per year. Another way to look at that, if I have buddies who call that the non-union dues. The amount that somebody is losing by not being in a union. You could call that the non-union dues. We're blessed to have it. It's a great program. You really don't even have to do anything to participate. If you want to add on top of it, you can. But take advantage of it. Recognize the benefit. This is one of the top 401k plans in the country. All right, just want to let you know. Enjoy the sunlight. Talk to you later.